Hi, folks. Down the road again with Lyndy Brannen on Washington Avenue at Savannah Arts Academy, formerly Savannah High. Now, the people who developed this neighborhood back in the late 20s and into the 30s never intended for the centerpiece of their development to be a high school.
Well, originally the plan was for it to be a hotel, and they put in the promenade with the palm trees going down the sidewalks from here to Victory Drive. And then the stock market crash came, and this area just kind of fizzled. And then the city bought the property from the original owners and built Savannah High School, when a lot of people here have gone to that school. And we get lots of alumni coming back because they still think of this building as Savannah High School. Stands out.
I first met Andrea and her husband Sebastian when they arrived at Savannah Arts Academy.
In fact, I think when you did the Coastal Sunrise show, one of your first shows was here, was actually in this building. So we have a long history together of sharing all of the wonderful events that happen here at the Arts Academy. Theater productions, music concerts, art exhibits, our Junk to Funk fashion show, and all of the film festival things that happen.
After all these years, this room, this place is filled with memories and faces.
It's very bittersweet. You know, I love these kids. That's probably the hardest part in my decision making to retire after 32 years in education, was knowing that I would miss these young people. And hopefully, you know, I've made some kind of impact on them. And if nothing else, they've continued to love theater and the arts. And whether they choose to go into it beyond high school or not, hopefully they'll be arts advocates.
Students come into this program as freshmen and leave 4 years later, but often they stay in touch.
In fact, about a month or so ago, I put out on Facebook a call to all of our former alum who have gone on to major in theater and to be in the business, and I got quite a response. We have students that are performing for Disney. We have some that are in business for themselves. We have a young man who just came through on national tour with Mamma Mia. He's the head carpenter, and his company in Charleston was responsible for building the sets that they used. We have students who are working in film, singing opera, doing musical theater, writing. It's the whole range. And so it's so wonderful to know that.
Exceptional students. You know, there's people who have whether they're exceptional students or not, you know, they've got a vision for one direction they're going in.
Yes.
And those people are probably going to push through
no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
What's the opportunity, though? I mean, you just really said it. How many more people have we produced going out into exciting fields by just making this so much easier?
Yes, yeah. And I always ask them, I said, was the time that you spent here profitable? Did it help you in any way? And every single one of them say yes, 100%. That the skills that they learned here, even if they didn't go into theater, they were able to use the skills that they learned here to help find success in whatever they chose to do.
Every time I've met a student or former student of the Savannah Arts Academy, one of the things I've been struck by is their confidence.
And these students really stand out because from the very beginning, we always talk about being professional and what does that mean, and learning to work together as a team and respect for one another and for one another's skills and what they bring to the table. And I think it shows. It shows in everything that they do, and it transfers over immediately into their academics, and it helps them to be successful in no matter what they choose to do.
From parents, students, and former students, thank you, Andrea. No future plans announced other than spending more time with her family, but I wouldn't be surprised if we hear from Andrea Verdis again pretty soon. When we come back, Savannah Rocks, documenting Savannah's rock and roll history.
And I remember when the Beatles came out, but before that, Ventures were the band. You know, every band was an instrumental band. You know, that's what they did. And then the Beatles hit, and You had to find somebody who knew how to sing then. And then that became an issue. And a lot of bands disappeared because nobody in their band sang.